Hey, come on over, have some fun, it's Crazy Taxi. You know, I absolutely adore this game. And it's still one of my favorite games of all time. You know, I'm not lying about it. It's absolutely one of my faves. One of my best, as they say. I'm just getting the link to the video so I can share it. But we're going to play some Crazy Taxi. And I have a rule when it comes to Crazy Taxi. Whenever I play for 10 minutes first. Just to get a little bit of a warm-up, you know. It's Crazy Taxi. It deserves 10 minutes. It deserves to attempt at it is I'm not speaking correctly. It deserves the attempt at attention. So as we're playing this on the PS3 version, I was going to play the Steam version, of course. You know, Steam is Steam. But for whatever reason, as I was saying, it doesn't work. It simply doesn't. Whenever I try to connect the Steam version to OBS, which is the software I used to record, it simply blocks. So I actually tried to do this stream on Twitch, you know, Twitch TV, YouTube, you know, whatever, and it didn't quite manage to work. The audio was too loud, it didn't work, so I absolutely adore this game. I think I said that already like 5 times. It doesn't matter, it's true. It's one of my absolute favorite games of all time. Top 5 easily. I've put over 40 hours just on the Steam version, and that's not the best version, of course. And I've put probably more in the Dreamcast version until the disc broke. I have a burnt copy. I probably shouldn't say that right, but I have a burnt copy just of this game. I tried to collect them, and I'm still on the hunt for an original Dreamcast game. But anyway, if you've never played the Crazy Taxi series, well, first of all, I feel sorry for you. Okay, that was me. But it's an excellent game. If you've never played Crazy Taxi, let's start with the basics. Basically, if you've played it once or twice, you should be getting referenced. If not, I'll explain. You have an arrow, which is actually patented by Sega, do not infringe. That's why it's a patent expert. You have an arrow, you know, it's up there, getting you to your destination. And how do you get to destination? You pick up passengers. So like, let's start with the red. Red is the easiest, no risk. It's actually very risk-free, but it pays out to waste. Then it's orange, I believe, or darker red, orange, yellow, green, actually white, green. So if I go to yellow, that's medium difficulty, medium. If I go to red, that's easy. So go to Square Park, 132 meters. Alright, let's go to the park. You'll notice he's only paying me about 50 quid, $50, and that's because it's an easy task. So you want to get at least yellows first. At first. I believe it's 4,000, could be 5,000. I'm never really sure. You get a Class B license, and here you get Pizza Power. Now, originally in the Dreamcast version and the arcade version, it wasn't a Pizza Power, it was a Pizza Hut. As I keep saying, this is my third repeat of the stream. Because the attempts on tweets didn't go over too well. So originally it had perhaps one of the best soundtracks of all time. Offspring, Better Reason, you know. And I'm just rocking out and completely missed where I'm supposed to go. Start. Alright. Now, interesting fact about the priest. The Paris man. You know, this guy. There's actually a chance that if you drive fast enough, you say, you're one hell of a driver. And I'm like, aren't you a God guy? Aren't you like a friend, a bestie to God? And it's like, yeah, but that's the charm of Crazy Taxi. It pays no rules. It pays no mind to the rules. It's Crazy Taxi. And I'm not going to be speedy. I lost some speed on the corner. And if you've ever seen the pros play Crazy Taxi, which I'm definitely not, they do some maneuvers. They jump over buildings, they walk on the sides, they accelerate. So, RB Station. You noticed we picked up a dark orange one. That's after yellow, I believe. So forget everything I said, I was wrong. The RB Station is at the end of this. And if you do stunts, where you drive really close to a car without hitting it, you gain a little bit of extra money. Of course, you also lose speed if you hit them. Well, like this. Good example. It's almost like you fun stuff on purpose. So, so let's say you're playing this game, right? Crazy Taxi, and I just stopped without playing. What was I doing? Let's just see you're playing Crazy Taxi and you pick up a green, and you're like, you're gonna have a bad time because, and I hate this. This is not only the only part of the map. I mean, it is, in a way, it is. But then you have the city proper. And it actually connects, it's a big circle. It's actually quite clever how they do it. But to reach the city part, you have to head towards this. It's not an intersection, it's more like a driveway. And if you're lucky, you'll pass no problem. I'm having quite a bit of luck. But then trucks start appearing and you're like, fuck. Like that, you know. So, I recommend you go out here. And we're trying to reach the Clockworks Theater. And normally, that's a hard task. I don't even know why I picked this up to demonstrate an example. But I can do, right? And you see I did the wrong move there. Woo! I'm sweating. That was amazing. But we have 428 seconds. Somehow I picked 10 minutes. Because that's what I always do. I pick 10 minutes on that first round of Crazy Taxi. And we have 420 seconds. I don't think the second walk right. That is speed a second is not a second. That's what I'm trying to say. But I messed up. I went to the wrong curve. Where am I going anyway? Holland Gate. Whoa. Yeah. So, what can I say about Crazy Taxi? That's not how it's already been said. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's amazing. And I'm not a pro, far from it. I may have put hundreds of hours into this game, but I'm not a pro. Not really. But it's amazingly fun. Even if it's just for 10 minutes. And I know I'm streaming this, but I sometimes get lost and I forget to talk because the game is just that fun. 300 2030. I'm not much kidding. So I'm going to pick some greens. Oh, the baseball stadium. And for some reason, whenever you pick up one of those that's reversed, it's always harder to get there than it is to go back. Like, if I were driving in the opposite direction, woo! Fun! Like, if I'm driving, not like this, but like this, It'd be easy. It'd be probably easier if I picked up the other one, right? But nope, it's not that easy. So I'm probably going to fail this, even though it's just to the baseball stadium, and I did make it for a bit further ahead on the first try by 3, 2, 1, hitting the trucks and fun. And it's quite funny when you fail, they just jump out of the truck. Get out of the gun! Get out of the way. And you have no grip, so you're kind of stuck here until it decides to pass. Why, this is a major inconvenience. I think I'm just going to wait for them to flip over and pass them by the side. So this probably costed me the S rank, 5,000 points. Wine Grim, as I said. So I'm going to return to the... I like to do this back and forth. It's quite hard, but it's rewarding when you get it right, of course. Of course, if you... Of course, if you get a massive power-up, it's impossible to complete. But we're going to the police station. That's not too far there. In fact, we're already on the green yellow. Oh, the arrow changes too, from green to yellow to red. Oh, fuck. That probably costed me the ride. Slow. He's hitting my car. So, what can I say about this crazy taxi game? Besides the fact it's insanely fun, which I already repeated like twice, 3 times, 4 times, so I'm not going to repeat it again. And sometimes you get off and people enter automatically because you landed on top of the circle, and it's quite embarrassing, quite annoying actually, because maybe you want a green. And with playing 10 minutes, whenever the game time reaches 0, that's it, over, game over. There's no second try. Like, I have 47 seconds to reach the baseball stadium, but I don't have it really. I have 10 seconds to do whatever I want. So, let's just finish the Q pose. Finish the... Yeah, I didn't finish the Q pose. Class B license. I can't believe I didn't get a Class A license for $20. $20, I said. Of course, then you get better and your scores increase, but let's play another round. I said I've played 40 hours of Crazy Taxi just this year, right? But I've never played the original mode, the original map. I always play the arcade map. So let's play for 10 more minutes, why not? And this time let's go without Axel. I have a dog barking near me. So let's go. Here we go! We're already going taxi. So, here you better pick up a... I swear, this car gets in the most inconvenient of places. Stop and pick up a customer, I told you. So, I told you that this power-up keeps happening. But Axel has attitude. Alright, one green, that's good enough for me. Ooh, almost didn't make it. I was already out of the circle when he stopped. Ooh, glad the game recognized that. Whoa! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! We're driving friends, not driving British. Oh, god damn it. Let's start it. So, no accidents. I'm just backing up all the cars. Ah! I told you. No accidents, Axel. And I might try to do my best, but this is considered the hardest route you can take instead of going down. But I just wanted to take it to show people that indeed it's like a big circle, like I said. So that's the mountain gate. The mountain gate, like we've seen it in the previous round. Whoa! Grab. That's the mountain gate. And whoa! That's me getting rammed by 2 buses. But let's get to. Okay. It's there. And in this game, you can't actually run over people. They are dodged out of the way, which is good. Even if you catch them, they just get absorbed by your car. Like you can't catch them in that awkward position. Where are you supposed to go? The mountain gate? Was that where we just were? I'm confused. Oh, right, the second entry. Even though I've played this game a lot, I still get surprised sometimes. And Bar's Paradise. That's this way, right? Look at me asking if that's this! Better grip on the animals. This way when I have a huge ass arrow just pointing out the right way. So I'm thinking of renaming these streams First Impressions. Of course, that's a bit of a misnomer, isn't it? I didn't earn my first impression on Crazy Taxi. They're like my 2,300 impression on Crazy Taxi in this case. But I was thinking I'd play some of my favorite games here, like, I don't know, Crazy Taxi, which I'm already playing, and Jet Set Radio, which I've yet to finish in this year. But yeah, it comes to a point where everything just sort of gets automatic. You follow the arrow, you talk, and it's like, you know, what is there to say? To pose. There's not much to say really, you just follow the instructions. And there's some shortcuts, I think it's some with boxes because they have to have boxes, right? But woo, almost made it. Where am I going anyway? Oh, the Osmond's Hotel. Yeah, that's here. And I'm sick. Rather, I was sick. I could barely move my mouth. I think it's still noticeable in some ways. So, if I sound uninterested, I'm doing my best to sound pleased because I'm playing a great game, the best. Right, I know where that is. I'm playing a great game, one of my favorites actually. Get some grip! I'm playing a great game, one of my favorites actually, and how's that for redundant? But I'm playing it, having a great time, even if there's some problems. But to be honest, it's almost kind of hurts sometimes. And let me just check a message I got. I know this is unprofessional and I apologize, but what am I saying? What am I trying to do? Where's the game? Seriously? It's the second time this happened. Do I just stop? Just stop without doing anything? Shouldn't I pause the game? Did I click pause? Right, so if you try to run people over, they run away. Which is actually quite funny. Well, not funny in the haha sense, you're a psychopath killing people. No, funny in the sense that the new people would try to get to run over the other people. So they added the measure. It's like they know their player base. It's going to be mostly, I'm not going to say psychopaths, because that's a problematic word, but it's mostly people who enjoy doing harm in video games. Harming the poor little virtual people. Virtual people. Yes, it's not people, it's people. And my goal actually is to get to 4,000 points. Ooh, the lookout tower, that's a fun one. And a very hard one to get to. Get some grip, man! I hate playing Exacto, and I don't know if they have different stats, but it seems to me every time I play Exacto, he doesn't quite get a grip. Get a grip, man. He doesn't quite get a grip on the... on the ground with his moves. So I'm not going to get to the lookout point. It's still very far away. But oh, maybe I will. No, the lookout point, if you're wondering, it's that thing there. Tennis court. Ooh, it's the same tennis court as virtual tennis. That's actually very clever. I enjoy virtual tennis a great deal, but I enjoy Crazy Taxi more. And I'm just singing the praises of Crazy Taxi because it's that good of a game. I mean, really, you should try it. You should really. Why am I breaking? Really. Trying it. Try it. Barry made it, as Sonic would say. That was a rocket shot. I won't deny that I almost failed that one because I overdid it.
Hey, hurry up!
What's up? Can't you stop closer?
So,
to the university.
Okay, but don't freak out on me.
where am I supposed to go? University of Scope. SCOP.
Dude, go that way.
So you see that? That's like a shortcut.
Don't get so angry.
It's there. I'm not gonna make it.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, I didn't make it. So I'm failing miserably. Of course I'm failing miserably. I'm tired. And the seaside market. This is just heading straight ahead. This is what you would do if you had followed straight ahead instead of turning back. So let's try not to hit any cars, baby. Let's try not to hit them. Let's try. Right, you didn't hit a car, the car hit us. Don't hit a pole. God damn it. And I'm just going to finish this one out. I don't think I'll have time for any other ones. Is it enough for class B rank? Yeah, I did pretty poor with this round. Maybe just one more red. Yes, Harbor. Yes, sir, hop on in. Why not? But it's because Axel doesn't get a grip. I hate it. It's kind of crazy. It's hard. It's not cool. What? Wow, and I was almost on speedy too. So last time we got what? 398? 3,980. This time we had 3,390.55. We can forgive the 55 cents, sir, most importantly. So I'm going to register the score, even though I really said that it's quite the same score. And I'm going to wait for the attract mode to play. And if you don't know, the attract mode is what plays in arcades to attract you to a game. So I think I've played enough Crazy Taxi. I've played 2 dead milliseconds, because this is one of those games where you can play it for 20 minutes or you can play it for 2 hours. It doesn't really matter. And you can have it on smartphones with the original Offspring and Battle Region soundtrack. I said that already, didn't I? But the version I'm most playing currently is actually, I think it's here. The PSP version. Let me just the PSP version. Oh, it's mirrored. Crazy Taxi? Fair Wars. Anyway, this has been a bit of an experiment. It's not exactly the usual review format. It's more of a let's play. So tell me what you thought of it. I'm going to end it now. It's 25 minutes more or less. I think that's plenty enough. So I think that's fun enough. I try to be energetic, I try to be nice, I try to be everything I'm not in a review, because in a review I have a format, I have a script. Here I'm just being spontaneous and repeating myself quite often, like Crazy Taxi doesn't have the Offspring music anymore, but it's a great game, a great game. And it is a great game. I have it on Steam, PS2, PS3, PSP. It's a very nice game, and I recommend it. Oh, I also have a burned version on Dreamcast, but I'm getting the original soon. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. No, I can't do that. I cannot simply just go like, comment, and subscribe. You know what to do. You might have enjoyed it, you might have not. You're the winner of your own opinion. Thank you for watching. I will see you later. Oh, and I'm going to play some more Crazy Taxi. See you later. Yeah.